How's everybody doing today? My name is Steven Rosenberg. This is Gene Ginzburg, and welcome to Marketing Success in Under 10 Minutes. Gene, how are you doing today?
I'm doing really well. I'm super excited. I'm actually in Nashville, Tennessee when we're recording this video. Yeah. So I'm here for a long weekend, so I'm traveling, and I'm excited to explore the city. It's my first time. Have you been to Nashville before?
Really?
Yeah.
I have. My sister lives in Nashville, and I really love the city. It's funny, she's actually not there this weekend, or I would have hooked you guys up. But yeah, Nashville is phenomenal. It's definitely known for music, and there's great food, and the culture, and the people, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're staying, but I would highly recommend going out downtown. There's an endless stuff to do there.
Awesome. So what do we want to talk about today?
So today we have a really great episode because we're going to be talking about podcasting. And the reason that we're going to be talking about podcasting on this video episode is because podcasting is coming back, and it's coming back in a very, very big way. So most people, when they hear podcasts, they think of different things. But what's really, really interesting, and the reason podcasting is so important and is going to continue to be very important, is because of voice technology. This is something that a lot of people are using in their everyday lives. I forget all the statistics, but I believe it's 1 in every 4 Google searches is now done using voice. Obviously, the industry leader is Amazon with Alexa. I think this is going to be very, very, very relevant for businesses for a number of different ways, but also what it all comes down to is the audio experience. And I think the reason it's becoming so valuable is because it really saves people a lot of time. When you watch a video, you actually have to sit down and watch the video. But if you have a podcast and a dedicated amount of, really consistent episodes and are adding value and all those things, this is something that people can download and listen to in the car.
True.
Or listen to when they're doing other, in the shower, whatever it is. But you actually have an opportunity to catch those audience members, even if they weren't able to be caught before because they're like, oh, I don't have time to listen to 20 minutes on a video.
Yeah.
Right?
No, that's very true. And I feel like lately what a lot of businesses or people who are doing podcasts or actually videos, what they do is they record a video and then they make it also into a podcast. So there's 2 different methods or I guess formats that they use in order to disseminate their content across audio and video. So yeah, I think that's a really excellent idea because with video you have to be present in order to watch it, but with audio you can put it on your car while you're driving. Yeah, you can put it on in the background while you're, cooking or something in your kitchen. So there's many different ways of doing that, and I totally agree with you. I mean, although video is definitely the newest method, I would say, or the newest technology that we all are using lately, but also I feel like podcasting and audio is definitely coming back as well.
It's definitely coming back, and again, I think it all is coming down to the technology behind the voice activation and the audio. I think that's going to become very, very relevant over the next 36 months. Amazon is being an industry leader in that. Google is definitely trying and very quickly approaching behind them. And I just think all of that is really going to be incorporated in our everyday lives because it saves us time and it still gives us that same value. So, something that I really encourage people to do is to either look into a podcast, or if you're a business, try to think of what kind of podcast or audio experience you could give to your customers. I mean, that also takes a lot of the reasons some business owners don't make videos for whatever they don't like the camera, they don't have time, they don't have the right camera equipment, whatever the excuse is. Audio really helps eliminate a lot of those issues, and you can do it in just about any setting or situation, and it takes a lot of those pressures off of people. So I think it's a really good way to segment yourself into overall branding of yourself or whatever product or service that you're selling, and can really add a lot of value to the people that either currently use your product or potentially could use your product.
That's very true. And of course, just taking a step back about, why do podcasting as we talk about on the show all the time, it's all about content, right? It's all about context.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't want to be like, here's my product, buy it. Like, you want
Right.
to create a story behind it, why, and then incorporate your product into the story, incorporate it into the content, because nobody really wants to hear a sales pitch, but people want to hear stories, and people want to hear valuable pieces of information that could be helpful for them for their business, could be helpful for them for their personal lives, for their relationships. So there's many different, reasons, I guess, why you would want to do a podcast. So if you're an expert in a field, if you do something that's for businesses, if you do something that's for personal lives of your, let's say, of your clients or your patients or whatever, then yeah, I think podcasting would be a great way for you to disseminate that information across and provide value to your audiences.
Yep, I 100% agree. There's really exciting stuff going on here in Austin, Texas, specifically a business called Galvanize. There's a new studio that I just got reserved, and I'm going to be doing podcast. I just did the first podcast yesterday. First person to do it through Galvanize. It's really exciting. All of this top of the line equipment, and so I'm now on iTunes. It's called Influencer Media Alliance Podcast. It's really exciting. I can't be more pumped about it, and I have some really talented people that are working with me on it.
So is this a podcast that you created?
Yeah.
Oh,
this
awesome.
is a podcast I created, but now I actually have a new studio with very professional equipment and all of these things. So I'm very excited, and we're also potentially going to be doing some educational stuff for people to learn how to do podcasting if you've never done it and you need to start from scratch. So
yeah, I think
more
that would be
information
super
on that
helpful
to come.
for sure. Because again, like we talk about these nebulous ideas, but what does it actually take to get started, and what does it take to create a Facebook campaign, or to create a podcast, or to create something, or to get started in it? So yeah, I think it's important to also talk about the step-by-step process, and that's actually an interesting piece, right? Since you created a podcast, why don't you document that whole process that you just went through, right? And then
that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I think that's an awesome idea.
I'm pumped. Well, thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you.
We're always excited to hear your feedback. Put your comments below. Make sure you like and subscribe. And as always, have a wonderful day. Gene, I'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for watching. We hope you'll continue to get involved and join us as we help you find success in your entrepreneurial journey. Please follow, like, and share with others who will find this beneficial. We'll see you on the next episode of Marketing Success in Under 10 Minutes with Stephen and Gene.